Are y'all ready for a recap?
What the fuck happened last time? Come on!
Need that gravy.
Okay, but you were there.
Previously, on the Arcanum Genesis. A brief but powerful conversation between two Tabaxi, natives to Sivorn. Ivar questioned Sanus's allegiance, with Lorelei and Zephyr watching quietly behind them. The questions were short-lived, before the air was cleared between the two of them. Ivar provided Sanus with a ring of far speech, so he could better communicate with the rest of the party. The morning came soon after, and everyone gathered to speak with Zephyr in regards to the information he had been gathering. He spoke of an attempted assassination on Lorelei's brother, the tiefling ambassador of the High Council and tactician. Fortunately, unsuccessful. He spoke of a string of murders near the front gates of the city and told them that Lorelei wished to speak with them before the start of their day. Stopping by Lorelei's workshop, it seems the parts that were recovered, while what she needed, did suffer from age, and that they needed to be reforged. She paid you well for their recovery and asked you all to deliver the parts to a man by the name of Ronan within the city. Supposedly the best smith in all of Xenum, one who could refurbish the parts. Before long, you made your way lower into the city, towards the Eternal Forge, and met with Ronan. A tall elf wearing a blindfold over his scarred face. Transactions were made, goods exchanged, and not too long after, the snowdrifts made their way to the High Council's halls. Beginning their investigations, they spoke with Nox Veros, and picked up a few leads that pointed them towards the northwest section of the city. But before investigating that sector, our party traveled towards the front gates to investigate the string of murders. Speaking with one of the higher-ranked soldiers, they brought you to a chamber right above the front gates, the site of the most recent murder. Investigating around the room, across the complex bits of machinery meant to operate the gate, Vin and Imp's keen eye was able to pick out marks of sabotage in several spots, hard to see. Veneria using their arcane prowess to repair the damage and restore the gate to its previous state, ensuring it would work by the time the Frostbourne armies came marching. Continuing forward, they began investigations into a section of the city with a more sparse population. Imp and Amble able to investigate and track what faint trace they could find back to an old abandoned building, which turned out to be the hideout for this group of drow causing problems within the city. A brief encounter against the group, several figures, two they saw before when they first arrived at Everstone, and two they had heard descriptions of from the information they received from Lorelei's brother, Nox. Those two having escaped via arcane means. You reported back to the council with the information you had before beginning to settle down for the night. But Veneria had a different plan. Sitting down with Mias and peering into their mind. A whirlwind of elements in a vaguely humanoid form presented itself to you, in a white void landscape with rampaging elements surrounding you. It spoke. A visitor. How interesting. And this is where we will resume.
Oh boy, oh boy.
They stand before you now, Vin.
Cool. Can I speak?
Yes, you passed your save.
Right. Okay. So this thing is like a combination of a bunch of different things, right? Like it's all the different elements piled together.
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's a good question.
Maybe a hint or two?
I would say, the heart of the elements. You might know me better as Mias. I haven't used that name in a while, though. And who might you be?
You can call me Vin. I'm a friend from the outside, but
I
you
can
probably knew that
tell.
already. Yeah.
You see, at this point, it's kind of circling around you almost, taking in you from many different angles. It's surreal almost, the way they move, unnatural. And then just kind of inspecting you.
I guess I'm just trying to inspect it back, but after a moment or two, she just kind of tilts her head and says, "Were you expecting anyone at all? Or is this kind of the first time this has happened?"
Well, why would I be expecting anyone?
Just a thought.
Curious.
Are you like the last of... Look, I'm looking for something to bite on, kind of in search of information. Just what are you... Are you made out of this arcane magic? This old ancient magic.
A soul can manifest in many ways, Vin. Perhaps it's what I saw myself as before I died.
You know what you are, don't you? Or at least what we call you. What we call Mias. An Aetherborn.
Me? No. I'm merely a spirit.
Something different entirely. Do you know what they are? Who they are?
Mias? Of course.
Do you know of her brother?
The short one? Yes.
Do you know what's happening to us? To everything that's going on outside of this?
I know what Mias knows. I can see what she sees at a time, but I don't peer into the souls of others. This, and she gestures to the world around, is my home. It's not exactly trivial to leave it.
Have you tried before to leave it?
But of course, if you found yourself in such a space, wouldn't you want to run the first chance you got? Understanding makes a lot of difference.
She thinks on that statement for a moment before going, "No, I don't quite see it that way."
Don't see what way?
This, and she holds her hands out, I guess from your perspective, it's kind of a prison of sorts. A mental cage.
It certainly felt that way when I first arrived here.
When did you first arrive? What can you tell me about Xenum? Before this.
You wish to know of the calamity?
I've heard about it so often, but even to this day, even after all the research that I thought I knew, there's a lot about it that I don't know, and it keeps on seeming, with each step that we keep taking, me and my friends, we keep getting dragged back towards that past. We're just trying to understand what it all means.
Fate's fickle, I suppose. I haven't the time to inundate you on the world before you. And they raise their arms out, and you see now at the very edges of this place, this white void are beginning to ripple and destabilize almost. Don't have too much longer to speak. I have a feeling the answers you seek will come soon.
One final question then.
Ask it.
Is Mias the last one?
I don't
The
know.
last druid?
I don't know.
I suppose we'll have to see.
That we will. And you're jettisoned from this vision in an instant. And you're back, sitting in the kitchen area of the Endurance. Mias kind of giving you this kind of anticipating stare as you recoil back.
Basically, no time passed again.
Correct.
I would recoil and it would be noticeable, but not as violent as the past two encounters have been, I would say.
Well, that looks like a change.
She, coming out of it, is just... You see her grab her head, but she just kind of shakes it quickly. And then is able to drop the hand and is like, wow, you got quite a friend living up there, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, they seem nice from the few times I've spoken with them in my dreams, but
Oh,
it's not really much to go off of.
They were quite pleasant. It's just cryptic as ever.
Rudimentary magic can sometimes have a hard time pulling accurate details.
It's aware and just like us. It's like it's a past echo of you.
Well, I'm presuming it's a lot like my weird brain demon. Some just poor soul or whatever that got stuck in her head. So, probably is, or at least was, someone. And is now just chilling in there, so it makes sense that, it's as knowledgeable and such as we are.
It's the same as Ilman, though, Imp.
In what way?
It also wants out. It doesn't think of your headspace as some sort of protection from the outside world. They see them as
I will
imprisonment.
correct you. That is not what I said.
Yeah.
Mia specifically said, at first it certainly seemed that way.
Okay, that was the loss on my part.
So not quite that.
If that were the case, then to quickly
Retcon.
flavor that, yeah, she would be like, at first they saw it as a type of prison, but I think they both become complacent.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. At least what little I've met of, Ilman living in my head, it's, God, it's so weird referring to myself in third person. He seems pretty powerful. I'm presuming the one living in Mios's head is, equally powerful. I think if they wanted out, they could probably get out.
I don't know if it's that easy.
I mean, fuck if I know.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't yours, and she points to you, Imp, kinda leave you for a little while when you were fighting that Sahagin?
I mean, that was, well, that's a bit of a fucking blur. I guess? Something like that? I mean, I was a bit too focused on killing the fucking bastard to really pay much mind, but, and now that I think about it, I do kind of remember, like, something coming out of me. I think it was him.
Seems like they can then.
I think the better way to describe it would be almost more like a type of possession, but not quite.
A tether?
Like
Brain's got a roommate, maybe.
two minds thinking as one in that moment.
Weird shit.
Either way, I'm gonna go sleep. And Mias walks out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good right now.
You see Avar just like continuing to take notes while leaning against the back wall. He knows this is quite a good bit of information to have.
I'm almost half tempted to do it.
So, Amble, Vin, do you guys have brain hitchhikers?
No,
Not as far as I know.
No.
I'm walking off the bed.
Nah, I'm the only fucking lucky one, and apparently my sister is too. So,
Okay, wonderful.
yeah, we both learned of this apparently about the same time, both very recently. It's been an interesting past few months, to say the least. Scary part is we have a brother, and we don't know if he also has something living in his head. So, that'll be fun to find out if we ever run into him.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's what it will
oh
see.
boy.
Either way, it is late. I'm going to rest.
You should
Alright,
do that.
then.
I advise you all do the same as well. You look tired. And he leaves.
Vin just looks to you two, Sen as an imp, and it's just like, I just kind of feel like I'm rolling around in the dirt in terms of trying to get anywhere with this. I don't even know quite, honestly, what I'm looking for.
You might want to, like, I don't know, write down something and, you know, have, like, a game plan for when you decide to pop into one of our heads and take a look around, you know? Maybe questions you really want to ask or important shit you want to know? I don't know.
I mean, I knew what I wanted to ask it. At least...
What did you ask it about?
Well, I just asked who it was, and if it knew what was happening, and I wanted to know more about the world that it knew, because it seems to know things about the ancient history and potentially the Calamity. I don't really know. As you can imagine, Imp, it was about as cryptic as ever.
I mean, well, first of all, was its name also Mayos?
Yeah, that's what it told me. At least I think that's what it told me, DM.
It said, I am the heart of the elements, but you might better know me as Mios, but I haven't used that name in a long time.
Right.
Did you ask it if it knew an Ilman by chance?
Well, I asked if it knew us, not him specifically. I did ask it if it knew what an Aetherborn was. And it didn't seem to have a connection to that.
Well, probably because living in Miyaz's head is what makes an Aetherborn. So,
That's a good point.
I don't know. I
She
presume
flops.
Okay, yeah. Based on that, I presume you don't want to give my my boy a chatting with.
She opens an eye.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Your fucking funeral.
I wonder
Mm.
if that's a good idea, because it probably isn't. But let me read something real quick.
I mean, she's chatted with my lad before. The conversations seem to be getting a little bit less violent,
Hostile?
I guess. Hostile.
The first
I
time
just-
around, he was not happy about it. The second time around, a little bit more cordial. Still
mean,
not very cool times.
To be fair, it does sound like your ancestor killed him, so, or at least left him to die. So,
Yeah, and being frank with you, if I found that information out, being on the other side, or gave that information out, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too.
yeah, we really need to find out, like, what the fuck was up with your family tree. Preferably when, it's safe to explore that a little bit more.
Yeah,
Because
that
I'm
sounds
really
like a
curious.
riveting field trip. She gets up out of the chair. Another night, imp.
Well, before you go away, since we're having fun,
Oh, gods.
You have a
you
weird description of fun, Sanus.
do you have anything that belonged to them?
She takes the fucking Aether Violet off her back.
Well, I mean, pull out Aeon Storm. Apparently this was his, and that, pointing to Vin's Aether Violet, was her ancestors. Similarly to how your fucking new fancy sword was, ancient as hell and made for you. Apparently these belong to people that are in our past.
What is it you're trying
Well-
to do?
Mine doesn't have a history. I'm the first that's using it. Yours, however, might have a history. Like I said, I can sometimes glean a little bit of information from certain places, but also powerful objects.
Well, I mean, I sort of flip the Aeon Storm around kind of fancifully in my fingers and then hold it out with the handle towards Sanus. Be my guest, though I guess don't be surprised if you get a visit from someone. shrug.
Certain it should be fine. He's gonna take the handle of the dagger then and try to glean some information perhaps from it.
Go ahead, roll a history check at advantage.
13.
13. You were gonna say something?
No, I was just like, I've already used my lucky, so I can't use it again yet.
I will say, in your current position, where you are, you don't get any glimpses or any words popping into your mind. At least not where you are right now.
Okay. So he's gonna sort of focus on it for a little bit, and then just to simply shrug. Nothing. Sorry. Perhaps your friend is not talkative today.
It seems to be the norm for him. I take the short sword back and sheath it.
Dagger.
Dagger, sorry.
Let me try the fancy purple rapier. Called it... What was it again?
KJ?
Sorry, what was that?
The fancy purple rapier.
Oh, the Aether Violet.
The Aether Violet. Could I see it?
Absolutely. And just gonna offer it out.
Likewise, he's going to take it. And likewise attempt.
Go ahead.
20.
Much better. Grabbing the cold to the touch purple gemstone blade, you feel it brimming with energy, even just on touch. And you focus, and you begin to get flashes here and there. Tharizdun. Sealed. Sacrifice. That's all you get.
Well,
Eh?
I got a few words at the very least. Though, I don't have much more than that. Something about a sacrifice, something about sealed, and a name. There's Dune.
Everyone make a religion check. Okay.
That works.
Okay, that works.
Natural 20 for Sanus.
I don't know shit.
That
Do
tracks.
we even need to fucking roll?
Yes, because we need to see
11.
who actually knows about it or not. Yeah, what's
Oh,
your
I rolled-
religion bonus?
Less.
Okay,
+5.
alright. So 6.
7.
7.
6?
7. And Amble?
I'm
He
not
left.
there. Yeah, I went to bed.
Amble is
Oh,
asleep.
Amble, gotcha.
Maybe I'll knock on his door and be like,
Imp-
yo, you want?
Just
Imp and-
call out and be like, God damn it, I'm going to sleep.
Imp and Veneer.
Amble, get the fuck out here.
You don't recognize the
really?
name right off the bat. You don't recognize the name. You'd probably know what is more commonly referred to as the Chained Oblivion. You, Sanus, know Tharizdun, the Chained Oblivion, in your studies and research as the god of the Abyss.
Just writing things down. I'm guessing, yeah. So, I have no idea entirely what this was used for, but it certainly has some relation to unpleasant subjects, we'll say.
I mean, that'd be par for the course at this rate. How unpleasant we talking here?
The other name it goes by is the God of the Abyss.
Great!
So,
Great, alright.
as you
Awesome!
will.
Wonderful. Vin gets up and goes to bed.
Perfect.
Hey, Amble,
I'm laying down what?
do you want to know secret history about your, I'm assuming, ancient weapon?
You don't hear a response, but you hear loud footsteps running down the hall. What?
Well,
Fucking Fred
sometimes I
Flintstone
can
over
pick
here.
up interesting things, and we found out Veneria's sword is horrifying.
I mean, well, I mean,
Admittedly, ancient weapons.
if you saw what that fucking sword did, yeah, it's pretty scary. So what? Are you gonna want to see my bow then?
Sure, let me just take a look at it, and we'll see if I can glean anything.
Sure. I guess I'll whip it out and just hand it over.
It sounds good. He'll take it, and one more time.
Go ahead and make a history check at advantage.
11. Rough.
The DC for this one is lower because it was actually here for a good bit. You get a single word Aegis. Defender, essentially.
Not quite as much as Veneria's. Anything like Aegis ring a bell?
Should I roll some kind of check for it?
Both of you roll insight.
Oh, insight.
22.
A big 6.
Sanus and Amble are kind of stumped by it, but Imp, you kind of get the vibe that it wasn't referring towards the bow, and more what the bow was being used for here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it'd be the bow itself. Probably the one who was wielding it, like they were a protector of some sorts of it, I'd guess.
A shield, Aegis. Makes
Or
sense.
Guardian protector of some sorts.
Well, I guess my ancestor and his, I guess, group did. I really don't know what they did. Well, I guess this kind of shows what they did a little bit.
That's something.
Yeah. Well, I guess it runs in the family a little bit. Shrug.
I mean, it makes sense to me, I guess.
Maybe if we get another time, I'll try again, but it doesn't seem like it's likely to give any other information just now.
Oh, sure. I mean, just ask whenever you think it's ready, really.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Well, y'all have fun. I'm gonna go try to pass the fuck out.
Yeah, this will be my
Sounds
third
good.
attempt, I guess.
Amble goes to attempt to sleep yet again. So you all head to your respective rooms?
Yes. Tao, I would like to, the thing we talked about,
Mhm.
I would like for Imp to write that letter.
Alright. So, he is doing so.
I'd like to investigate that letter. No.
For sake of the viewers watching at home.
Also,
should
real
I,
quick, just to ask, for sake of writing the letter, are y'all in separate rooms, or are y'all in one of the communal rooms where there's a bunch of beds?
I presume separate.
I
Okay.
would also assume separate.
Alright, just double checking.
I was about to say,
Alright.
if the Endurance has separate rooms, I would be in a separate room.
Alright.
For sake of the viewers at home, should I read out what I write?
I think it'd be better to read it when it's read.
Ooh.
Fair enough. Alright, then I will write my letter. After writing it, kind of just like plop on the bed and be like, fuck. And then try to go to bed.
Alright. As the night goes on, you all are mostly undisturbed. Except for you, Sanus. Late in the night, you hear ding, 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 against the window of your room.
Well, given someone is attempting to get my attention in a goddamn airship, I think it wise to go ahead and walk to the window and find out.
You look down, and you are taken aback in surprise for a moment as you see a dark-skinned, crimson-eyed figure with long white hair that you recognize.
Interesting.
They are just staring up towards you with a very passive expression, and they just kind of begin to take a few steps backward and just wave their hand as if to follow. And they begin walking towards an alley, probably around 300 feet away.
Sanus is going to go ahead and get up and follow, actually.
Alright. Do you go alone?
In this case, yes, mostly because he's curious. Also, did I complete a long rest, just to check?
Not a long rest, but you can mark off a short rest if you want.
Okay.
You see, as you are getting ready, basically to leave, a little bit of activity. You know, the guards have been on pretty high alert, ever since the assassination attempt on Nox. You don't think they noticed the figure, but just something to note, that they are on... They're pretty active right now. And you follow?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Descending off the Endurance, you walk on the cold cobblestone streets underneath the moonlight. Do you just beeline it right for the alley?
Yep.
Alright.
No sense in skulking about when I'm not exactly one to skulk.
Understood. In time, you make your way to the alley. And you see them leaning against this crate. Arms crossed almost. Head covered by a hood. And as you stop, they kind of just look up towards you. Alright. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'm going to make it clear. I'm not here to give you answers. Look. I want your help.
With what?
I am the tactical advisor for the assassination squad that's working with the Frostbourne. I have our next target picked out, ready for slaughter. I know they'd be dead by the time we are done, but I'm confident that we wouldn't make it out alive. Look, I couldn't care less about the bloodthirsty assholes I've been working with, and the sloppy job they've been doing. Don't think I haven't been keeping tabs on you for. You've effectively undone what we've been preparing for weeks in only a few days. They're incompetent. I don't care about the Wildwoods. I don't care who wins this God's damned war. I just want to go home. So I have an offer. I'll give you all the information you need to prevent the next assassination. You just need to be there to stop us. Only thing you need to do in exchange for this suite of information is to let me walk away once they're face down in the dirt. My compatriots, that is.
Why? I understand that you want to survive. Certainly makes sense. And you want to go home. Certainly makes sense. Why me?
I know you noticed.
I did.
Don't think I didn't. We share the same blood, you know. Do we not?
So it seems. I do have many questions, but I suppose I'll ask those another time.
So my team dies. I put emphasis on their incompetence in my debriefing. I'll leave your involvement out of it, so to not put a target on you. So, have we reached consensus?
I will need to let my team know, lest they decide to go a little bit further.
Of course. I'm looking to make it out alive after all. Tell as many as you'd like, as long as it doesn't get me caught.
Easy enough to do.
Good. The target is Zephyr. I'm sure you're familiar. Tomorrow night, I'm aiming to breach the Endurance and take him down using an arcane dead zone. A portable device that emits an anti-magic aura. I can't give you an exact time. I haven't established that yet. You have to be on your guard by the time the sun sets. Look, I can't stay here for much longer, lest I raise suspicion.
Then perhaps the only further question. How? How did you come about from taking in blood to hunt evils to assassination?
Could say it's the other way around.
Are there others?
For your sake, I think it's better if you knew less.
I have a feeling I'll find out at some point. It's my nature, but I appreciate the concern.
Well, then find out ye shall, in time. Thank you for this. Really. They turn and begin to walk further down the alley, before stopping after a few feet. And they just turn a little bit. If for some ungodly reason you find your way into the Frostbourne, down comes a solstice. And she walks off, vanishing into the night.
Sanus is gonna stand there for just a little bit, sort of mulling things over before making his way back.
In time, you make your way back, undisturbed, and are able to board the Endurance. No issue.
He's probably gonna try and get some sleep.
Try.
Try.
Alright. Well, you all complete a long rest.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Imp,
Yes.
you sleep for 8 hours.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
Back to back.
Man,
That's
Back to back, without a dream.
unusual.
Uh-oh.
I was about to say.
I wake up feeling well rested. I'm like, something's fucking wrong. Hold on.
I
Hey,
feel like
Imp,
I
guess
woke
what?
up
Something's
early.
wrong.
I like burst out of my bedroom door. The rest of y'all like, shit.
Oh.
All right, y'all are awake too. Fuck. Okay.
No, the
Ah.
fuck I aren't.
Everyone except Vin's
Vin
awake.
says-
Okay.
Behind closed doors, still sleeping.
Yes, in time you all wake up.
Wonderful. I have, how to say this? Important news.
I am folding up a letter and tucking it into pouch. Yeah. What?
More so than last night?
Significantly. We need Ivar and Lorelei and Zephyr in particular, and whoever else is on this airship, in fact.
Points at ring on finger. Give him a call, I guess.
Says that to Ivar and Vin because they're the only ones that this ring reaches that isn't in this room.
Ah, you're right.
Avar's like, what is it that you need?
What do you want?
I cannot say without you in this room, and I need you to be here, and Zephyr and Lorelei.
You just hear the ring basically go,
Is this serious, Sanus?
It is critical.
Understood.
I'm gonna make breakfast.
You exit towards the kitchen.
I thought we were honestly in the kitchen, but yeah.
You all are outside of your bedrooms.
Oh,
Alright,
Yeah.
well, Sanus is going to walk to the common area, or kitchen, or...
Yeah, the
Dining
kitchen
hall.
and common area are basically the same place,
What?
it's a country kitchen.
basically. You open it, you see Avar basically dusting off the shoulders of his coat, clearing off the table, and as well as a very tired-looking Zephyr and a very frustrated-looking Lorelei with a cup of coffee. They both look incredibly tired.
Wow. I'm sorry, you guys don't look so hot.
You hear the door violently get kicked open by, well, attempted to. You hear a ow.
Vin, there's a handle, dear.
It swings inwards.
Yeah.
But Lorelei looks towards you, Samus. Been doing some repairs. And Zephyr. Been doing some investigations. Then to Ivar. I've been sleeping.
Yo, that was a great idea. What's the news?
Ivar has the best idea. So, Zephyr, good news. You're very important.
Thanks, man.
They're going to try to kill you.
Yeah.
No,
I knew they would
there's
come
an
for him
assassination-
someday.
No. There's an assassination plot for you, like, very soon.
Same people
Let me
that went
explain.
after Nox?
Yes, in fact, one of them contacted me last night.
He immediately crosses his arms and tilts his head to the side? Really?
Yes. They woke me up with the most cliched thing ever, a pebble to the window. Because, of course.
I mean,
Who's
how else are
they?
they going to get your attention? You're on a goddamn airship.
Fair point. They asked me to follow, and they decided to strike a deal. The deal was they gave me all the information regarding this assassination attempt, and potentially how to stop it. And they survive, while the rest of their squad doesn't. Per them, they want to go home. Plain and simple.
I see.
And did they tell you where home is?
Well, the Frostbourne. Possibly Solstice.
Interesting.
Now,
Tomorrow night.
who told
That's-
you all this? Was it the same fuckers that we faced yesterday in the Northwest District?
You remember the one that sort of dark red eyes? One of the two that got away.
Yeah. So
The one that was using Hemocraft.
that was Hemocraft. Well,
Yeah.
that's not a good sign.
Well, that's not a bad sign. It just means that there's potentially more than just me who knows how to use it.
Oh, pleasant.
Now,
Yeah,
are you sure we can trust them? Is
not
this
in the slightest.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like an equally convenient ploy to make sure that the ones who are in on this assassination group stay holed up in the Endurance the entire time while they go muck about and kill someone else.
Yeah, of course.
Were you given any specifics on how they're gonna try it?
Yes. Well, I didn't get their name, to be entirely honest. Per them, they are going to bring a device that creates a magic dead zone, an anti-magic aura. And they're going to come at some point after the sunset, breach the Endurance, and attempt to, well, kill you, Zephyr.
That's the most efficient way to do it.
Yeah, it would be. Well, if Hemocraft were entirely bothered by that.
Make an Arcana check.
Can I
Samus.
also
Yes,
make
Vin.
one?
You may.
Excellent.
You're not entirely certain, Sanus or Veneria, but you would bet that an anti-magic aura would turn off Hemocraft.
Really, in its entirety?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
It'd work on all forms if it's meant to be a dead zone.
now? What's stopping us from moving Zephyr into the castle and creating an ambush here? Then
Well, that's certainly one option. There's a few things we could do. After all, the informant doesn't exactly want the rest of their team to survive.
Well, if I'm not here, the rest of their team might get the, vibe something's up.
Yes, so instead, you should probably be somewhere a little difficult to get to. Any place in the ship that's more defended than others?
My workshop.
Then your workshop it shall be. And as for
well, shit.
as for everyone else, we do have to act natural, as though we don't know this information. So that means normal going out today, normal activities up until sunset, normal up until the sun goes down, and then we'll need to be on guard.
And not the world of this the moment you leave the ship.
Exactly.
Huh.
It still reeks to me.
Yeah, this has a pretty bad aura to it.
Oh, well. More so, it seems awfully convenient that, one of this assassination group would chicken out and be like, yeah, take care of the rest of them. I'll be, just as long as you leave me alive. I don't know. It something about this doesn't feel right. I feel like they might have ulterior motives.
What else could they have to gain from this?
I don't know.
Well, they try to go after Nox, right? What's stopping them from trying again? Or anyone else that's up there? Italian? Who else is up there?
A lot of guards.
There's a myriad of guards that are now actively protecting the place night and day.
Yeah. A lot of guards. There are many.
You look at the window, there's like 20 just currently posted up, like near the front
See?
gates.
See? Lots of guards right there.
Wow, you were bullshitting. That's a lot of guards.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright. Well, there goes my plan, I guess.
You also see
So-
2 clockwork soldiers.
So we just gotta try and keep
wait.
it cool until it all goes down. That's gonna be weird.
Lorelei, can't you bring one of those clockwork fucks this way?
I've been working on an advanced model in the workshop. Funny enough, it should be ready by tonight.
Helion 2, here we go.
Oh.
Not quite
Wow.
Helion. Just think of a...
Helion?
Oh,
Oh, wait.
God.
Was this the
Oh.
murder robot?
Are you making
The
Helion Jr.?
excavation robot. And no, it's just an advanced prototype model of a standard clockwork soldier. Been experimenting with more
I'm gonna hate to
flashy
say
things,
this.
so to speak.
I'm gonna hate to say this, but I kinda wanna see that.
Do you wish for a demonstration?
Think carefully before you answer.
I would be the one demonstrating.
See, it's safe, guys.
Think
Yeah,
carefully
I'm all
before
for
you
it.
answer.
I am.
Vin is just gonna give you the single biggest death glare at you, being like, "Oh, it's safe, it's fine." She's just looking fucking daggers at you, Amble.
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
My
Well-
inevitable demise.
Pardon me,
Amble,
Veneria,
for-
but are you questioning my craft?
Lorelai,
for
you
what
have
it's
to
worth-
understand.
I will give you discounts on healing potions.
And you have to understand that I question everybody.
I might have to give a rain check on that.
Just watch what you say there, Vin. She's got a hell of an arm with a wrench, alright?
Hey,
yeah.
I've seen her smack that dude on the dome. I'm not ready to be the recipient of that, alright?
Yeah.
Don't talk shit to the tiefling.
But it's so much fun.
And it's quite fun hitting people in the
She-
head with a wrench too.
She,
She
like
says,
naturally
spinning a wrench
flinch-
between her
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, when she speaks, Vin like naturally flinches at this. Okay. I'm sorry.
Please don't hamper our defensive capabilities.
So what should we do first then?
Well, if you remember, we need to go pick something up back at the forge.
Oh, snap the boots.
Yeah.
All right,
You
well,
wanna-
that's one.
Oh, wait. Speaking of... Well, I remember. Speaking of picking stuff up, Navar, what the hell did you have me deliver to Zeno?
Zeno,
Yeah.
a little bit of paperwork, a little bit of drugs.
You know what? Fair enough.
I did not expect that twist in that, Avar. I'm going to be real with you.
Oh well, Zeno, he's a he's a practitioner of the arcane, but he also is quite adept with blades, and he uses this dust that enhances his arcane and physical abilities in combat. Think of it like a adrenaline rush, portable.
It's just a knockoff haste potion.
It's just cocaine.
Fucking cocaine. with steps.
Listen here.
Vin's just like, interesting. Anyways.
By the way, just to point out, Lorelei and Zephyr are not phased by Evar saying that in the slightest.
That I'm a little surprised on. I'm like, excuse me, someone of the council's like moving around drugs, and the other two are just unfazed by it. Like, wow.
Do you
Like-
think I don't partake? I honestly just don't care.
You gotta think, too, Amble. He kind of runs a thieves' guild. We don't exactly do legal shit.
It's kind of his old shtick, you know?
It is kind of my thing. It's kind of his thing.
Oh, I gotta think about
I
what the hell
suppose I
I'm
really
doing.
shouldn't be surprised. Oh, right, Zephyr.
Yeah,
Was it you, Zephyr? You can talk to the dead?
that I can.
Wonderful.
Crap! Oh!
He pulls out his bag and dumps a body on the table.
Jesus Christ!
No! No! Not all over the food! No, I just
Seriously,
made
right in
this!
front of my pancakes? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yes.
Oh my
You can
god!
Sanus,
You
dude.
can still eat them.
He-
He's
he-
not poisoned.
He leans down and kind of just like grabs them by the hair and lifts their head up. That is a broken arrow shaft in a skull cavity. All right.
Yeah. He may have been killed before he could talk.
Is the inside of your bag all bloody now?
Fortunately,
no.
Fortunately, that's not how bags of holding work. The blood will be stored in a separate part of the bag, though. You might want to
Haha! The
I wanna-
perfect crime!
I want to empty the blood later. Later. Not
I mean,
now.
it's kind of
Later.
useful.
Oh God, that's right. You. All right. I have no clue the context, and honestly, I'm too tired to interpret the context. So I'm gonna cast this thing, and I'm gonna have one of you talk to it. All right.
Bitchin'.
Sounds great.
Only one will be able to, though. So who wants to talk to it?
I point at Sanus.
I also
point.
point at Sanus.
All right.
Even Orin's pointing.
You see Zephyr immediately just trace this incantation throughout the air as the eyes of the drow just shoot open, and you see the pupils are burning with this orangish energy. And as it just kind of like leans its head up towards you, its mouth hanging open towards you, Sanus, you can ask it some questions. And let me just double check. Speak with Dead. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 questions.
That's it. While this is happening, I have like this mortified yet very fascinated expression on my face as I'm like slowly eating pancakes.
Zephyr gestures. You have 5 questions. There's no way to tell if it's going to be truthful with you or not. Go nuts, and he leaves towards Lorelei's workshop.
Wonderful. So, welcome back. Somewhat.
Ask him if he knows he's dead.
No, I'm pretty sure he knows he's dead.
Yes.
That said, you are dead, and you were killed by your compatriot. Your compatriot has betrayed you, and your plan is likely to fail. But perhaps if you work with us, there will be less bloodshed on both sides. So I ask, what were your plans?
I believe that you already know them.
Oh, but it's always good to make sure. I'd like to know the names of all of those involved. Or at least those that you know.
Well, I need to check something real quick.
Mark out here getting the spicy information.
He's getting that
All right.
good shit.
Who do you wish to know? They're asking for a
Well-
specific person.
Let's start with the one that is perhaps most central. The one that knows Hemacraft as well.
Miss.
Just to make sure. Hey, Tao, can you spell that?
M-I-Z. Ms.
M-I-Z. Thank you. I just love writing it down.
Mhm.
Ms. Wonderful. You are planning to assassinate a high-ranking leader. Well, a few. Planning to destroy or hamper the gates, planning to prepare the city for an attack. When is the attack coming?
Soon.
You have a little something in your throat, I'm afraid.
You see
That's fine, though.
you see the goddamn arrow shaft sticking out of it. Yes.
Does he just like cough it up? Oh my god.
No, there's a little bit of blood beginning to form at the back of his throat, but that's it.
That's fine.
So that's 3?
Well,
Yep.
We already know who your leader is. A little bit difficult to miss someone of their stature. Apart from here, where else will there be attacks?
First here. Then everywhere.
Cute. And last question. Funeral pyre or burial?
Fuck off. And it dies again.
Funeral pyre it is.
I'm gonna look over to Orin. Orin, you want some brunch? Yeah, I don't blame you either.
I'm glad you picked up my my no from that.
Well,
There is
that
now
was-
a once again limp drow body on the table.
Wonderful. I don't really want to put him back in the bag.
You see,
And Orin doesn't really want to eat him.
you
So
see
I wasn't gonna.
Avar and Lorelei just both kind of looking at you with arms crossed, like you're just going to leave
what
him
to
there.
do with him? No, that's unsanitary. Come on now. I'm a Hemacraft magician.
Then back in the
thing,
bag.
whatever. No. Just out the window. Easy.
Onto the street.
Onto
The
the
High
street.
Council's courtyard.
That's fine. There's been worse things
It's
there.
not fine, Sanus.
Hold on. Would you know of like a essentially a dump? Because this guy's trash. Essentially, we'll just throw him in the garbage.
Do we have a dumpster nearby?
Oh my god. How about you just fucking bring the thing out of the city and burn it? Funeral pyre, like you
That
said.
sounds like a better idea, because if they see the body of their compatriot laying on the ground outside of our ship, and they know anything about Zephyr's repertoire, they might think something is suspicious.
Well, I mean,
I suppose that's true.
Oh
We'll
my
just
God.
put him in the closet for today.
Just put them back in your fucking bag.
But I want that for things. Fine.
Are you going to fill your bag in one day? I can give you another bag of holding.
Oh, well, hold on. Wait.
For a price,
We
of
have a
course.
deal.
I'm a businessman, you know.
Well, that was worth a shot.
Vin is cramming the body back in Sanus's bag, which I assume is strapped to Sanus's belt.
Sanus, if you want...
He shoves the body back into the bag.
Oh my god. I was gonna ask if, you wanted help dragging
I'm
that
fucking
fuck out.
leaving. Bye. I got shit to do.
Bye.
As Imp is walking out, Mias is walking in. It's like, why the fuck is there a body on the table?
I don't fucking question
In
it.
front of the pancakes.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Pancakes!
I'm getting the fuck out of here for a bit. Just,
Good
It's
plan.
fine.
I'm
The
going back to
pancakes are
bed.
fine.
yeah.
You can still eat the pancakes. It didn't
Fuck
touch
off.
I gotta make some more!
I'm
it. Well, I'll eat the pancakes.
For the
Vin is
sake
just
of things,
clenching the bridge of her nose.
for the sake of things, do you all relay everything to Mias?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just. That happens. It's done now.
Good.
Mias, fuck. All right, that's it.
Yep.
That's all. That's all the
Exactly.
RP you get.
Just like a fuck, and it just stuffs a mouthful of
I
pancake.
feel like that's a fucking like yearbook quote for like just anyone in the Ural family. It's just fuck. The Ural family, probably.
Hey, Mias, I got a weird question.
Yep.
What's your last name?
Ural.
Well, that was fucking easy. Thanks.
I'm not trying to hide my fucking name. His.
No, but he is.
Yeah.
I give Mias and Vin just that like half-littered eyes, like thin line of a mouth, sort of like really, sort of look.
What? I had to know.
So what other gospel you want to talk about your brother behind your back?
I'm right here, you know.
Go,
I know, I'm trying to think
go!
of something good.
Oh.
I have. I mean,
Go on.
we were very young, and he was still young by the time I left. So
I mean, he still looks pretty young.
yeah, he's
All right,
fucking
Grandpa.
short. As
You may
Mias,
have all you have your fucking elemental magics. I got knives still. You know that, right?
very
It's
well.
okay.
Yeah, that'd actually be a fun duel to watch. You'd
I'd
get
win.
creamed, though. Oh, yeah. I know you would. You'd
I could-
destroy him.
I can just become a big rock.
I know you can.
Apparently, I can lift those sometimes.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'd be like, well, sometimes he can lift those, or
Well, I guess I'm fucked then. All right.
Vin claps
I'm gonna go back to
and-
bed. Let me know if we get fucking attacked by assassins or some shit.
You got it.
Sounds
It'll be-
great.
It'll be later tonight. We'll knock on your door.
All right. Mias
It'll be
leaves.
great.
my internet died there a little bit. I missed if Mias said anything after the big rock. I missed it.
They're going back to their room for now.
Okay, I leave.
Where are you going?
Fair enough.
What would be? Oh, I can smell a smart response coming. What would be the fantasy equivalent of like a post office?
A courier service?
Okay, I was expecting you to say a post office, but no. I'm gonna bring my letter to said courier service and send that out to Waterdeep.
All right. Mark off. Well, are you getting express shipping?
Yes, actually, I would get the expedited shipping.
All right. It would be 5 gold,
All right,
but it will get there basically today.
consider it done.
All right. What's everyone else doing on this day? You basically have the rest of the day to do whatever you would like until it gets late.
Me and Vin are picking up them booties.
Yeah, we're probably gonna make headwind over that way.
All right. And Senus?
Senus is. How much time is there? Just the day. Probably not enough to craft a new potion.
We'll say it's around 11 a.m. right now. Sunset's at around 8:30. So you have some hours to work with. Not quite a full potion.
No, except for the cantrip level.
How long does that one take? Is it an hour?
It takes minimum 1 hour, 4 times the casting time.
Okay.
So minimum 1 hour, so I could do cantrips.
Okay, so you could do cantrips if you want. Alright.
Huh.
Which ones are you going to try to make?
Let's do... Let me just see this. Let's see, for the duration... Yeah, so let's make... I'm gonna be particularly expensive here. 10 awareness.
Okay. That would be 10 hours?
That would be... Actually, hold on. Crafting, yeah, that would be 10 hours. So that would actually... No, wait, yeah.
Not quite
When is
enough
sunset?
time.
I don't actually know.
You could say you
When is
probably make
sunset?
8 potions reasonably.
Sounds good. We'll make that many.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your alchemist tools.
8 times. Oh god.
Yep. Success.
Good opener.
Success.
Better opener.
Success. Success, 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 success.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Success. Alright, you have 8
Okay.
potions of awareness.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wow. But you're
Hot
doing
streak.
that all day.
Yeah.
Like, you do that
I'll
until the
mark
sun has set.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have Amble and Veneria
The two furries making our way downtown.
making their way to the Eternal Forge. You see Ronan and Buddy.
Buddy.
Are they in like the exact same place as yesterday?
No, Ronan's just working the forge. Buddy's kind of sleeping close to the fire.
Sick. I forget that I already pay him.
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Wait.
All right, yeah, we're gonna roll on it. Yeah, I gave the 75 platinum. Yeah.
That's right.
Ding. So yeah, we stroll up and Vin just gives a wave.
No response.
Oh, shoot, Ronan.
Huh?
Hello,
Oh,
Lo.
oh, it's you two.
I can remember that.
Looking for the boots, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. All right. He goes into his shop, walks out with a nice pair of finely crafted leather boots.
Ooh.
They're not quite black, they're just very dark browns. You see there's a little bit of filigree going up the side. They're very fancy, very nicely leather worked, and he just hands them to you. Wear those and your footsteps won't make a sound.
She, I guess, pops off her current boots. They're basic shoes. And is going to put those bad boys on.
You have advantage on stealth checks, and your footsteps do not make noise.
Nice. Looks very on par for you.
I'm guessing they're cozy as hell.
They're very nice. And by the... I'll get you a card for it by the end of the session.
No worries. But, damn, Ronan.
Yeah.
Thanks. These are sweet.
I mean, thanks for paying me.
I mean, it was a service after all, right? You
Yeah.
always gotta pay.
I mean, thanks for your patronage. I mean,
Yo, but
haven't made boots in a while.
when somebody makes a decent product, you should let them know they made a decent product.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Got a weird one for you on second, but I don't think I got the funds for this one. But I'm curious for estimates, if you will. Can you make elven chain?
I certainly can. I've made that on occasion for a few of the council.
Any idea what it would run me?
Oh, that's a good question. It's an expensive one. Say around 2,500 to 3,000. Depends on if you can provide any of the materials.
I look to Vin and be like, yeah, you got a lot of real estate there, too.
Do you happen to
no.
have any mithril?
Ooh, sadly no.
Then I'd have to say 3,000. If you can find me some mithril, don't need much of it. Very, very workable material. I could do it for 2,500.
You wouldn't happen to know where we can get some, maybe?
I mean, lots of metals within the Everstone Crescent range here. But I take it you aren't looking to go mining today.
I've never held a pickaxe in my life.
Didn't seem
I
like
can,
it.
I can help you. I mean, we're trying to kill
Wait
some
a minute.
time.
That's not true. I mined star metal. Wait a minute. No, I didn't.
You tried.
Amble mined the star. Yeah, I
You
tried.
Wait, hold the phone. You mine star metal?
Oh, yeah. Up near the Ice Fangs, they were having meteor showers. Oh, God, how long ago was that?
That shit's rare, man.
I'm gonna pull out the ontological arrow and be like, yeah, this shit's really fancy.
I see that.
Yeah. And I hand it over.
He holds it up and just spins it between his fingers, and just flicks it with the tip of his finger, and you can hear the ring of like the vibration from the arrow. He just holds it up.
Ooh.
Huh. I can make this better. And he hands it back to you.
Hold the phone.
What?
That thing is really cool.
The
How can
arrow?
we make it better?
Yeah,
Well, I sense
you're...
several imperfections throughout the base of the arrow, so it's not perfect.
You got me fucking curious now, or are you able to make this better, or you probably need more star metal then, huh?
I wouldn't need star metal. I just need to reforge it, work out the imperfections.
How? All right, now you really got me curious. How much? What are we looking?
To upgrade it,
Yeah.
star metal is perfecting star metal. That's a hard one. So I have to say around 1,000 gold at least.
God damn it, that's tempting. And how long, possibly? Probably another day or two, possibly,
Probably.
I guess.
2 days at most. A day would be a bit much for me to do. Star metal is, well, it's a hell of a metal.
Yeah, it certainly is.
And perfecting it is a whole beast in of itself, so. I mean, if you have the money, and 2 days, I can get it to you.
Oh, I got the money, but I'm not sure if we got the time. I'm not sure what the hell we're gonna be doing in the next 2 days.
War.
I'm not thinking that far. Well, now, here, Vin. Oh, actually, God damn it, I already forgot your name. Ronan,
Yeah,
if we got that mithril you were looking for, right?
yep.
How much would that be then, if we get that for you?
Well, I don't need any mithril to make the ontological arrow.
I meant for Vin's,
The Elven Chain, if you got me the mithril, that would take me about a day and 2,500 gold. Without it, 3,000 gold in a day and a half, maybe 2 days. So I have to
I think
go in
we're
the
a little
goddamn
bit-
mountain and mine it myself.
I'm afraid we're a little bit limited on that too, Amble. We're just gonna have to bite that one and take the money and run.
Wait, how much is 82 plat? Because, I mean...
820
820.
gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, like... I mean, I have 1346 on me right now.
I mean, I have 2,000 gold. I wouldn't be able to afford it by myself alone.
I mean, I'm offering to help you find this metal and then possibly get this, because it's armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
would
I'm
actually be a tremendous boon.
I'm kind of all about helping that. I mean, as much as fucking upgrading this ontological arrow would be sweet, I'll be alright. I mean, I just did get a sweet ass spear, which is very sweet.
It is pretty kick-ass. That's unnaturally generous of you, Amble. No offense.
I mean, hey, what else was I gonna do do with all this? Rather use it than let it go to waste.
You really want to try and go scour for some mithril before we have to do what we have to do?
Unless you got something else planned for the day.
She kind of looks at the ground for a second. Shit, thinking of it. No, actually.
I mean, we could probably tell everyone else that, what we're doing, and then, still be back in time, hopefully.
Is this something we would be able to do, DM?
You want to try to enter into the mines and harvest some mithril?
Sure as fuck it sounded that way.
I mean, I would only imagine it's not going to take us too long to get there, because flying on Orin, and...
I mean, there are mines inside of, like, the city.
Oh.
Like, on the outskirts, edges, parts that connect into tunnel systems.
Oh, yeah, because this is in the mountain, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's just...
Fuck it.
You can try. The only question is, would there be a mithril vein not being worked on within a day's travel of the city?
I don't know. Is there?
This is kind of
It would take some goofy high rolls to find a mithril ore vein in time to get it started today. It might take a day of traveling through the mines to actually find the vein. You can try. Like, I'm not stopping y'all from trying if you want to try. I'm just saying it's going to be really fucking hard.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I mean, being truthful with you, Kip, mithril is a rare-ass material in the world of D&D.
We found diamond in Minecraft. What's the difference, right?
Oh my god.
I could strangle you, but it just wouldn't give me the satisfaction I desire. Let's fucking go for it. Fuck it. Truth be told, Tao, we have an afternoon to kill with nothing else on the roster. So
alright,
let's
and you're spending
go for it
in mine shaft.
Interesting.
God.
Well, I mean, do you want to spend the afternoon in a mine shaft, or do you want to just spend the 3,000 and just get it?
Would you be willing to dump 1,000 gold on me?
Yeah, why not? I mean, shit, I'm sure I'll find money back sooner or later.
Vin is looking at Amble kind of gawk-eyed at the fact that you would just... Yo, Kip.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah. So?
Kip, think all of the other things you could get with that money.
Like what?
Revive potions.
I've never had somebody just straight up be like, yo, here's like half of my life savings for your cool ass piece, for your cool fucking jacket. If you're fucking down for that, sure.
I mean, look, you're gonna be there to save my ass next time. You'll be more of a viable fighter. That's how I look at it as. I'm helping you help me, essentially.
This is cool. And I will get you back for this.
Yeah.
But you know I can't tell you no.
Sure. Yeah. I figure that much at least.
Fucking Christ almighty, DM, if that's gonna be the fucking way we roll this shit, Vin is gonna start counting out 1,800 gold and 20 platinum.
So you pay a total of 3,000 gold to Ronan?
To save us from having to go into a mine shaft on a wild goose chase, fuck yeah.
Alright. He accepts it all, counts it out, sets it down in what looks like a rather large chest behind his workshop. Just kind of dusts his hands for a moment. He picks up a pickaxe off the wall. See y'all in 2 days. And he walks away.
Oh, well, damn.
You see he's
Well,
heading
see,
towards the mine.
I'm guessing Buddy is going with, or is Buddy just sleeping there?
Buddy's just sleeping. He's sleeping. He kind of, as Ronan leaves, he kind of just shuffles over and lays on top of the money chest.
Well, damn, maybe we should have asked him if he knew where some was. It seems like he knows exactly where the fuck he's going.
Yeah, he's...
Saves us the trouble, and I guess we can kind of relax. So, hey,
Yeah.
we can try out your boots.
Do you think they'll fit you?
No, I'm not. No, we're gonna
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah, we're gonna help you be a little stealthy.
Sorry, my brain is still kind of exploding at the fact that you just basically dropped 1,000 gold on me, Amble.
Yeah, that's fine. And DM, it was just 1,000, right?
From you, yes. 1,000
Yeah.
from you, and then Vin spent 2,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking 10 gold and 7 platinum.
I have no platinum, and I'm trying to figure out my gold count right now, which
Okay.
should be fine.
Fucking, jeez. Like, thanks, Amble. I kind of don't know what to say.
You don't have to say much. You'll pay me back later, whenever that does come around, I guess. Whatever you feel is right.
Shit.
I mean, technically, I did take the star medal for her, and I'm gonna point back to Orin.
Orin came with us?
I'm pretty sure we flew
I
on
guess
Orin.
she... yeah, alright, that works.
Yeah, I
I-
know. What the hell?
She just fucking gives Amble a hug?
Oh, I'm kind of taken surprise a little bit, but I'm like, yeah, not a problem.
Okay, then. Well, I
right
suggest
ahead.
we find our small friend and go get some preparations underway.
Yeah, let's head on back.
Alright, we move out.
You notice as you begin walking back to remount Oren to fly back to the Endurance, Vin, you can't hear your own footsteps. It's weird. And Amble, you don't notice at first, but then you realize you can't hear Veneria's footsteps.
Yeah, like it's like, man, it's a lot quieter than it usually is.
You got these fucking like boulders clacking around behind you. It's just Vin's walking around with their, like one stealth.
It went from
That's how backseat I should be.
to
Fucking horse.
It's a horse.
A horse.
You walk
Not-
like one.
not with that.
Thanks. Weird. We start going back towards
Yeah.
the Endurance.
And Imp, you had some other things you wanted to do?
Well, some a thing now because apparently Ronan's off mining. But no,
Don't worry,
one-
buddy's there.
the one thing I wanted to do was this is gonna probably rub a little salt in the wound on the fact that Amble just dumped money, but I still have 1,000 gold worth of gems I would like to pawn off if I can.
For the sake of things,
Wow.
roll an investigation check to see if you can find a good buyer.
Okay. 17.
All right, that's pretty good. You're in the higher districts of the city, so you do find a rather high-end jewelry store.
Okay.
And entering in, you see this gentleman, this half-orc gentleman. Lots of different jewelries and the like. Looks like he's wearing a half suit with like a vest. It's like, welcome to our establishment, small one.
At the mention of small one, I'm kind of like my
His head's almost touching the ceiling, and he's giving you
Okay.
just this massive grin.
I like raise a finger to object. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fair coming from you. Hi. Good to see you. I just had some loose gems I've stumbled upon in a bit of a fortuitous situation. I was wondering if I could. I'm looking to get them appraised and potentially sell them.
Of course, may I see them?
I'm going to apparate the little bag of, probably a hearty-sized bag of gems from a pouch somewhere. You don't know where from. Somewhere in my under my cloak, and kind of lay them out on the desk table, whatever this gentleman's standing behind.
You see, he kind of like gets on a knee and just like leans over the front of the desk with this. You see, he like pulls up a magnifying glass to one eye and just starts looking through them all. These are good gems. Yeah, I can work with this. I can cut these. A lot of them unworked, but still very sizable. Say 900 gold for the lot.
Sold.
All right, and he pushes a bag of 900 gold towards you.
I I'm gonna very neatly just go through it all and pocket that and be like, pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Likewise. Let me know if you stumble across any more gems.
Gladly. And I'm going to dip out of there.
You leave the half-orc's jewelry store.
And then I'm probably gonna make my way over to Ronan's place and be like, ah, fuck.
You see Buddy just pop his head up over the desk.
Well, howdy to you two. I'm presuming you're, your owner's elsewhere. Gotcha. Alright. Well, I'll be back. And then I suppose I'll make my way over to, airship.
Buddy goes back to sleeping on the money chest. Not Ronan, Buddy. But yes, you make your way back to the airship. And in time, everyone has convened there. You all see Sanus basically in the public area. He has his alchemist's kit out. He's working on some potions. You see he has around 3 fully completed ones at this point, and he's working on a 4th.
Yo, Vin gonna go watch that shit.
I swear to gods, if you put any blood of that dead guy in those things, I'm not drinking it.
Well, I mean, that's not normally a... Well, Hold on.
He has to think about it. He has to think about it. That's the worst part.
I wonder if that would work.
That cannot
some
be
other time,
a good
some other time.
thing, buddy.
No, this one doesn't need blood.
I'm
Can I
frightened.
watch?
Mine or anyone else's. Yes, you can watch.
What are you making anyways?
Awareness. It will be helpful in, well, literally what it says. Keeping aware.
I like it.
Good. You'll get one.
Well,
Oh, do you need some money for that, I guess?
Oh, it would be helpful.
Sure. I don't know how much to give.
They normally cost me 10 gold to make.
Oh, okay.
In
well,
supplies.
Cool. I'll
I'll-
give you a platinum.
I'm just gonna drop 20 gold because it's like I'm sure I'm probably gonna need 2 sooner or later. Actually, to pay me back for the potion from earlier.
Oh, the potion from earlier was more expensive.
I drop another 10 gold.
Do you truly want to know the price?
40 gold.
Not quite that much. It was about 35, I think.
Oh, okay.
Out of character, it's 25 times 1.5 for splash.
Yeah, it was
I'll just
37.5 gold.
I'll just
Yeah.
drop 50 gold and say fuck it. I'll figure it out later.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Neat.
All right.
remind me to pick his pockets more often.
Vin has her journal out, and she... For the rest of the day, since there's not much else that we need to do for, like, errands or anything, she's just gonna hang out with Sanus and be like, alright, I'm gonna write down shit about these potions that he's making.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Imp,
What?
check out those boots that Vince has got.
She shows off her kicks.
Fancy? What they do?
Peep the drip.
She says, everybody stand still. She walks towards you.
You hear nothing, which is a first.
Well, that's. Oh, I reach up and grab Vin by the shoulders.
Ah,
It's a fucking miracle.
are you are you crying?
It's not. I'm not fucking in a party with a goddamn horse anymore. It's great.
I want to kick him in the balls.
Make an attack roll.
I'm dodging that shit as she goes for it.
Is it unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike.
It's a 9. It wouldn't have done much anyway.
You try and you just like you just make the sound of like a shoe scuffing against the floor really hard.
I pat her on the cheek. Go. Good job.
Real quick, Vin, do you spend the time writing about potions, or are you going to inscribe?
Ooh. What would I inscribe?
There's one spell that you can inscribe right now.
Isn't it Firestorm?
No, that's 7th level. You can't do that.
I'm trying to think.
It's the one that is lore significant.
That ain't scripted or anything.
No, but I'm an
backstory
idiot.
significant.
Oh, yes. Duh. Fucking yeah.
I remember you talking about wanting to do that.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. How much? Yeah, she would want to watch the potions because, alchemy is cool, but thinking on it, yeah, for what might be coming up and stuff, that might be smart to do. So yeah, she is finally going to take the time and whatever is necessary to start inscribing Dispel Magic.
All right. Now let's see. I believe it's 50 gold times the spell level, but it's halved for you because you're an abjuration wizard and it's an abjuration spell. So it'd be 3 hours and 75 gold to have it permanently in your spellbook.
Can somebody fucking...
How much do you need?
Are you okay there? You seem...
You'll notice that my coin pouches are completely empty, and that's because I have made some pretty good purchases.
Imp, why'd you steal from her?
No, I haven't had to
What?
steal from her in a while.
Oh,
What?
okay.
What do you mean a while?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I give up on you. Yeah, I got a nice
How
little
about a
package.
trade?
A trade?
Trade offer.
Trade.
Do you have any interesting potions?
I got this cool thing, and she offers Sanders the potion of lightning resistance.
I think you have protection from energy already.
Let me just double check. Let's see. Enhance ability. I have Elemental Bane. I don't think I have.
Oh.
I don't think I actually do.
Oh, in that case, you'd be able to learn protection from elements. Or protection from energy.
Sounds good. Sure thing. You don't need that, do you?
Vin fucking has war flashbacks to the sheer amount of time she's just taken straight lightning damage while having a potion that could have prevented so much of it because her player's an idiot.
Okay, let me rephrase that now that I'm looking at your expression. You would be willing to pay for copies of this.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'll give you 75 gold for it.
Wicked. I think the spell, or I have no idea what the potion is actually priced at, but this guy can do funky shit with it, and I'm willing to accept that trade.
Alright.
I feel like that potion is a lot more than 75 gold.
It costs
can make
350
probably-
to make.
Yeah. So, more than that, but he can fucking make it extremely useful, and I'm okay with that.
He can make several of them, and he learns protection from energy. That means he could also make a fire resist or a, thunder resist potion.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
So, this is super good for him, actually. So, I'm willing
Yep.
to take the loss.
Alright.
Okay.
Sanus now has Potion of Lightning Resistance. Veneria now has 75 gold.
I'm gonna inscribe.
Alright.
Had 75 gold.
Yep.
You are immediately spent.
Yep.
No
and I'll
check
probably
is
spend
needed,
the rest of the time.
but until the sun sets, you are writing in your tome.
Perfect.
And you can add Dispel Magic as a spell in your spellbook. For the first time.
It's there. I've just had it sitting there, but now it's loaded and ready to go. It will be one of my checked spells.
There you go. And Sanus continues making potions. Anything else y'all are doing before the sun sets, or you're just waiting until the time comes?
I'm just vibing, but then I find Orin has that fucking arm from the Aether Dark, and I'm like, Orin, I thought, how? Oh my god! Well, you really do love that thing, don't you?
She nods.
God damn it.
As a,
All right.
as a quick aside, would I be able to learn just the Potion of Energy Resist immediately? Or is that gonna
You'd
take
have to
time?
spend 6 hours to take the potion apart into its base elements and learn its each and every facet of it.
Okay. That'll
So-
be another time.
Yeah. Spend the rest of the time finishing up the awareness potions. Do you distribute them?
I do.
All right.
Everyone gets an awareness potion.
I'd say during all this, I'm just like flopped on the fucking floor with if Vin and Sanus are like doing their things, and I probably just dozed off. And so I'm like, fucking potion. All right, cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Do you give any to the council, or are they exempt from this?
Oh no, they get one too.
All right. So, Ivar, Lorelei, and Zephyr both have the potions.
Yep.
And given how the sun is about to set, they drink them because it lasts 8 hours, correct?
Correct. And Orin gets one too because why not?
Yep.
Okay, how does this taste?
They chew the bottle and swallow.
Orin, no!
Orin, that's
Oh my
okay.
god.
Well,
That
Sanus,
is
I'm sorry,
fucking
I'll-
terrifying.
it's okay. I use breakable bottles. They're not that harmful.
Vin checked her mouth.
It's fine.
Oh wow.
Do I need to
See?
pay you for a new bottle?
No.
Okay.
Freebie.
I don't even know where I get them from, to be honest.
Now that's the spookiest part of all. Vin knocks hers back.
Yeah, I
Yep,
think that's a little.
Just pull them out of the bag.
You all gain the benefits of awareness.
Ah.
When you roll
and
initiative, roll a d8 and add that to your total.
Ooh.
And I posted it just to make it obvious.
So there you go.
Useful.
Very.
Because we're gonna be getting into a fight.
So everyone on the allied team right now is under the benefits of awareness.
I like it.
Before long, night comes, and Zephyr and Lorelei are still within Lorelei's workshop. Ivar being out in the kitchen, basically leaning against the wall, waiting with you all. Should we go in the workshop as well, or should we wait here? What do you think?
Probably split in some fashion. I imagine you would do best in the workshop. Have a strong, we'll say, last line of defense, should anyone make it past us without us noticing.
This is
should we
true,
have-
but I mean, if the magic is turned off, all of us are going to be quite useless in there.
That's what I was gonna say. Do we want to have one of the
Oh,
non-magic
yeah.
types in there? I mean,
That certainly is true.
I certainly don't use it. I could hole up in there with you if you'd like me to.
Me and Orin
Sounds-
can at least be in the kitchen. We won't be too far, I'd imagine.
All right.
Sounds like a good idea.
You see Mias at this point, kind of walks into the room. This is fucking time yet?
Probably.
Anytime now.
It's getting close.
I think I'm gonna stick with the big fuck off Wyvern.
Oh, do you want anything while we're sitting around in the kitchen, I guess?
Cup of tea?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Alright. And everyone else, you're just waiting in the kitchen area?
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of
Scattered
kicking it.
about kitchen area.
Kind of
Alright.
just acting casual.
Making tea for everyone. Ah, yeah. What you want?
Tea? But who's going into the workshop?
I will.
So Imp goes into the workshop. Everyone else waiting outside, basically?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Alright. Imp and, just Imp, as you enter the workshop, you see Zephyr and Lorelei just kind of having an idle conversation as they're basically doing the finishing touches on the project you had seen them working on before, as there's a clockwork soldier standing in the room, but with only 2 blade arms and significantly less armored, a little bit shorter. And where the 2 arms were taken, you see basically this almost ethereal hand, almost in the middle of casting a spell, just kind of attached to the side of it, on only one side.
You know, these things don't get any more fucking uncomfortable, or any more comfortable every time I see them.
Oh, I'm aware. They're not meant to put people at ease. Quite the contrary, actually.
It didn't help that I was run through by one once, so...
Oh, so was I. Don't worry.
Right. Looks like you added some magic shenanigans to this one.
Yeah, I figured having a way for... How do I put it? For them to disable opposing arcanists could be quite useful.
Well, I'll be.
Best way to fight a mage is with magic.
An idea just crossed my mind all of a sudden. You know this place better than anyone, I'm presuming, so, there isn't anything, like, explosive on this ship, is there?
No.
Okay, good. That settles my nerves, so...
The
I calm
engine is
myself
purely
down.
arcane. The only explosions that would be here would be by any of us snapping our fingers and casting a spell that causes an explosion. Fortunately.
Alright, cool. I like that. Then I guess I plot myself sort of just down in a idle or an empty spot in like one of the workbenches or a chair, if there is any.
Alright. So, you all just wait out the night to see what happens next?
I suppose
Yeah,
so.
Is there like windows around? I feel like I'm still kind of thinking that they're gonna hit somewhere else, so I'm kind of keeping an eye out for like the castle and whatnot.
Well, why don't I give you all a visual?
Ooh.
Ooh. I will say, I guess Imp is like checking the if there's any windows into this workshop. Imp's kind of like scanning them, perhaps a bit paranoid.
There are, in fact, windows. So the door to the workshop is in the south. I don't have it mapped because I wasn't planning the workshop.
Okay.
But we can theater of the mind anything past that. Avar would be probably hanging right here. I already have Mias and Amble and stuff there. Are y'all two just sitting at the table?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my goodness, that's so much pie in the kitchen.
There's quite a tremendous amount of pie in the kitchen.
So there's
Orin's-
a correct amount of pie in the kitchen.
Orin's probably eaten half of that pie. Orin, stop it! Oh my god.
Oh, stop with the mouth noises. Oh,
ASMR hour.
Hunger.
Mukbang. Ugh.
But yeah.
Yeah. We're just kind of waiting for the inevitable.
As you are lean out to look at the windows, Imp, make a perception check.
Can I make one too, since I was kind of planning on looking out?
Move yourself to which window you'd be looking at.
Are there any actually in here?
You can see them based on the different lights reaching out.
Well, I meant
Good night.
in the kitchen.
In the
so
kitchen, there's one here, and
okay, so
one
I'll probably.
here.
Oh, yeah, so I'll be close to that one then.
I got a 19, by the way.
19 perception. Alright. As you look out the window, you focus your eyes to the dim light, trying to at least, as it is the middle of the night, cloudy night. And
I rolled a 26.
you did. We'll get to that in a sec. As you're looking at the window, trying to get a good look at the road courtyard below, your eyes widen for a moment. You back up away from the window as it shatters in front of you, as you see a round black ball smash through it and just roll into the workshop. And there's a moment where everything just stops as it just begins to emanate this thick fog. What do you all do? And Amble, because of that check, looking at the window, you don't notice anything, but you do hear, muffled behind a metal door, the sound of shattering glass.
I'd say the second that busts in, I'm diving like towards the nearest table, and then once I see it spitting out fog, I'm just like, don't fucking breathe it! But I'm making enough of a racket to try and draw everyone else in here. I'd say I'm screaming that.
I was about to say, I'm making a beeline for that door.
Yep.
It's quickly beginning to fill the room. You see both Lorelei and Zephyr immediately just hand over their mouth, pinching their nose shut in the process. And they begin to move towards the workshop door, because it is quickly beginning to fill the workshop.
Yeah, would I be able to say that I get there, at least within the reasonable amount of time they get to the door, and I kind of swing that open?
You swing it open, and as you do, the air pressure actually begins to pull some of this thick gas through, as Imp, Zephyr, and Lorelei all rush out. I'm assuming you slammed the door shut behind.
Yeah.
As slamming it shut, you see the fog begin to dissipate, slowly beginning to seep below the crack of the workshop door. And I need you, Imp, to make a Constitution saving throw for making contact with the fog, as well as Zephyr and Lorelei need to make saves.
Oh no. 19.
Let's see here. That is a success. Constitution, Lorelei just passes, barely.
Oh dear.
Zephyr fails.
Oh,
He would.
I accidentally rolled it publicly, but that works. You see immediately his movements grow a little bit more sluggish. He is poisoned. And
that's not good.
in that instant, you hear the sounds of heavy footfalls on the roof above you. And all at once, almost as if coordinated expertly, two of the windows shatter in an instant as figures jump into the room, as another begins to storm down the stairway. Let me just pull up their tokens.
Where these boys be?
Just like that. And I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Oh baby.
Remember the +8.
Yep, plus a d8. Not a full 8.
And then, Orin gets that too, right? Because
Correct.
she ate the bottle. Ooh, Jesus.
That's still plus a d8.
Well,
I know.
no, you didn't nat 1. One of the rolls was a nat 1. You got a 14.
But still, I'm just like,
You got an
how the
18.
hell does that work?
You got an 18.
Oh, I forgot to click on the token. That's okay.
And then a D8.
I got a
Oh,
24.
damn. All right.
All right. Everyone tell me their totals after their bonus.
I got a
19.2.
I got a 9.1.
What was that, Sinus?
19.2.
19.2. Imp?
24.18.
25.18. I'm gonna roll for Orin here in a second.
25.18.
Yes.
All right. Vin?
9.1.
All right. Or in that one's initiative, but gets a 4.
Fucking 4. Wow. That's pretty bad.
All right.
She's over encumbered of pie.
All right. Let me pull up their sheets. Because each of them have their own sheet. Hee-hoo.
Uh-oh.
It's time to actually see the council fight.
Yeah. We'll start with this guy. Alright. Now with this guy. Them. And Ms. Alright. This dude beat you by 0.2.
Barely, I
0.02.
saw that.
Point
yeah.
zero two, yeah. You see immediately, jumping down the stairs, this figure with a rather large greatsword that just immediately looks towards Zephyr and points out towards him. And then this other figure, hooded, seeing this, immediately just pulls out this crossbow and just takes aim straight for Zephyr and is going to take a shot.
Is it higher DC because I'm kind of...
He does have cover, if he was affected by cover.
Motherfucking sharpshooter. God damn it.
And he hits with an 18. For... oh god, a lot of damage. 36 piercing damage.
What the
Yikes!
fuck?
Holy shit!
Well,
He's an assassin rogue.
Oh!
Spicy amount.
Amble, you see him point the crossbow directly towards you as this bolt flies straight past you, almost grazing your throat as it immediately impacts into Zephyr's shoulder and almost pins him to the wall, but you just hear a loud ting as it impacts against the metal door of the workshop. His eyes immediately just go wide, but that is his whole turn, as it is now your turn, Amble. What do you do?
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna yell that, or I'm gonna turn around and be like, you need to get the fuck in the kitchen, or get the fuck out of here! I'm gonna move up this way, and I'm just gonna basically retaliate to him. One's gonna be a bursting arrow to him.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh!
Huge!
Well,
That's a natty. For
All right.
31. Oh my god.
31. Huge, and the other dude takes 8.
hell of an opener.
Hell of an opener. One second, I need to grab a notepad.
Now, do we know which one of these we're supposed to kind of spare?
You see, you
Yes.
remember this one right here.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So that was your first attack. You watch as this arrow immediately impacts and detonates against him. He almost staggers back for a moment as you just see the whites of his eyes staring down towards you. You see there's this cruel smile across his face, unchanging as he gets impacted.
Don't like that at all. We're gonna do another arrow.
Go for it.
We're at 30. Oh my god.
Definitely hits. You see the second arrow whiz forward and impact his other shoulder as he staggers again. All the while, that smile unchanging as he's loading another bolt into his crossbow.
Oh, you fuck.
Is that your turn?
I really don't want to burn an axe and surge this early. Yeah, that'll be the end of the turn.
Alright. Imp, it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh boy. Let's see. I'm getting a bad vibe all of a sudden, but I'm gonna I'll keep that to myself for now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just ranges. Alright. You said it was the figure at the bottom of the stairs that shot the crossbow bolt.
Yeah, it was this
yes.
bad boy.
It was this guy right here.
Who'd that hit, by the way?
He shot Zephyr.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know why I was thinking that he shot Amble. Owie.
The
I thought I
target
thought
Zephyr,
it
they're
covered
focusing
him. Yeah.
I'm gonna scoot right here, and I'm going to whip Aeon Storm at this red-haired figure.
Alright, go ahead.
23.
Definitely hits. You see the dagger fly forward and just carve across their shoulder as it impacts into the wall and just vanishes into a spray of lightning that arcs around them back into your hand at the end of your turn.
And then followed up with an Occam's Razor.
Go ahead.
Only an 11.
as you throw the other one, you see they spin their bow and actually bat it out of the air as it just impacts into the ground and vanishes into smoke, returning back to your bracelet.
Shit. Alright. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Alright. Sanus, it's your go.
Oh, quick note, you didn't roll for either Lorelei or Avar.
Or Zephyr, you're right. Thank you for reminding me.
Or Mios.
Or me. Okay, pardon, I have a lot of sheets to juggle.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. It's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. I was
There's a
about to say, I
whole
just-
lot of people in
I'll
this room.
Start with Mios here. We
The
can
music has
resume
died.
now. Yes, it has died because the new music is going to play. So, going back a bit because Avar actually was supposed to go before you, Imp. But I forgot to track initiative like a dummy. It's Avar's turn. But let me exit this menu. God fucking damn... Bobby. There we go. Alright. You watch as he basically just steps forward and approaches this dude. And he just kind of leans forward. I have something for you. And he is going to cast Animate Objects.
What?
You see as his cloak billows as... Imp, you've always taken note of this, but you never were quite sure what they were for. As 10 sheathed daggers shoot out of his cloak and animate around him like a swarm and immediately just begin carving into the dude in front of him.
Yo,
As he
what?
takes 10 attacks.
Whoa.
Wait, I'm sorry, 10?
10,
Yo!
10 attacks.
What?
God, Dad!
I don't think I have this. No, it's a different creature. But each of these has a +7 to hit.
Jeez.
I am circling in my notes again. Fucking Ivar is God
With
with like 7 exclamation points.
Each dagger has a +8 to hit and does 1d4 plus 4 damage.
That's nuts.
So
My
let's
man-
roll 10d20.
My man just playing fucking Thousand Knives from Yu-Gi-Oh! Goddamn dark magician head ass.
He hits
Oh,
every
no.
attack.
And one crit.
And
Yeah,
one crit.
one crit. Shit.
So that's 11d4 plus 40. 66 piercing damage. So you see as this barrage of daggers flies out from his cloak, he's like leaning back almost as the cloak is billowing from just the movement, as the drow turns almost amused for a moment as they just get sliced in, like just barraged with cuts across everywhere. There you see one embed itself into his shoulder, another one carves almost right past his eye, not quite making a solid contact there though. But he just gets beaten the hell up from this barrage of attacks. He's not bloodied yet, but that fucking hurt. As you see now, for the first time, Avar's eyes beginning to glow a faint purple and blue. That's Avar's turn.
And seeing that, I'm probably like, that's fucking cool!
That's really fucking cool.
As Mios is going to pop around the corner, and they are going to cast a spell. Actually, hold on. They just saw Zephyr get fucking dunked on. They're going to stay put and cast a healing spell on them. They're going to cast Healing Word at... fuck it, 5th level.
Yeah.
Zephyr heals for 24. Wait. 21.
Still a meaty heal.
Still over half of that damage that he took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-thirds
see-
back.
You see at that point, Zephyr just basically tears the bolt out and tosses it aside, and the wound immediately begins to reclose. He's still injured, but not nearly as badly as he was before.
Still poisoned too, I'd imagine.
Yes. Sandus, now is your turn. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine. Well, start like usual. Crimson Right. So he's gonna draw Requiem and activate Crimson Right.
Alright. You draw the blade and jam your bracer into your side as your blade just crackles with lightning energy.
Alright. Dang. Poor roll. 5 damage to myself.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And in that case, he's going to run. Let's go up to this one
Alright.
and attack here.
Okay. Go ahead and make
So-
your attack at advantage because you're flanking.
Exactly. We'll do as a two-handed attack.
Go ahead. 15, let me just double check the dude. I'm pretty sure that hits. Yes, that hits.
And extra attack.
Very nice. Both hit.
God.
So that's 25 and 16. So 40 damage total?
41.
41. Very nice. What's on here? Just keeping track. He's looking rough. He's looking rough already.
Good.
And at the end of your turn, Miz is going to take a step forward and spin this device within their hands and just kind of roll it along the ground beneath Navin's feet. Well, now you know, this dude's name is Navin. Yeah, fucking Navin.
Navin's gonna
Navin.
be dead here in a couple
Naval's
seconds.
about to be fucking murdered.
You see this black iron rod with these purple arcane runes glowing across them. They just roll it onto the ground by his feet, and as they do, all of the daggers immediately drop to the ground. Mundane. That is their turn to do that, though. Lorelei.
Question.
Oh, yes?
Does my Crimson Right deactivate?
It does.
Boo. Okay.
That is their turn. Lorelei is going to run forward and try to cast a spell towards probably the crossbowman. And as they release this incantation, you see this spark begin to travel a few feet before vanishing into nothing. She's like, shit, alright. It's a big aura. Be careful. That's basically her turn. You aren't exactly sure the size of the aura, but it seems pretty big. Their turn. They are going to shoot Zephyr 3 times. Let's pull up their sheet. Yep. They're going to take a step over here. And pew pew.
I'm presuming they have sharpshooter too.
Correct.
Okay.
Bullshit.
It's almost like they're professionals. They hit with a 19. And Zephyr needs to make another con save.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see.
They like their poison.
Con save. An 8. He fails.
God damn it, Zephyr.
You see, he almost collapses at this point as he is now poisoned by 2 different poisons at once. He's not doing too hot. As let me just read out what this poison does, for the fun of it. They can't take reactions and cannot concentrate on spells.
Great.
Yikes.
2 more attacks from them. First one misses. Second one hits. So that is 13 and 14 damage. Zephyr looks bloodied. Alright. Veneria, it's your turn.
Oh, crackers. Mmm. Can I make an Arcana check on that thing?
What are you trying to do?
Figure out if that's the device.
Yes. It's the device.
Fair enough. Okay.
Presume as much.
All right. So she doesn't know the fucking range on that thing. Fucking.
Turn it off.
I guess. How the hell would I shut off something that turns off magic? Run up to it?
Throw it out the window!
That would actually be hilarious. She has the Aether Violet drawn and is going to roll up to this dude and try to use a Plane Pierce on him.
Alright. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
As you begin to weave the incantation to cast Plane Pierce, and attack forward with the rapier, make a standard attack with the Aether Violet.
Alright. A 13.
That misses, unfortunately. As it seems the incantation did not
advantage.
take.
Alright. So it
Real
is.
quick, advantage.
Yeah, you can roll again. He has enough
Alright.
people around him to flank.
Yeah, I will go for it then. Just
roll a
another
d20.
roll. Okay.
Yeah, 15 misses as well.
Okay,
He's
fair
able
enough.
to effectively block your blow.
Alright. That's pretty much it.
Alright.
There's not a lot I can. Oh, here's a question. Does mage armor fall?
Yes.
Does my ward fall?
Yes.
I'm in deep shit.
The ward, like if you left, the HP would come back. It doesn't completely kill the ward in one go.
Okay.
And if you left, the mage armor would reactivate. But they're not currently active. Either
Okay.
way, after you slash down with the Aether Violet, he just raises and easily one-handedly blocks with the great sword, and just kind of looks towards you with a half-cut grin, and is going to fucking rage.
Uh-oh, he's a barbarian.
Well, piss.
And immediately, without thinking again, is just going to book it straight for Zephyr, basically shoving Lorelei out of the way as he goes. You all can make op attacks.
Oh boy.
Lorelei does get pushed over here. So let's see, that is 1 from Sanus, 1 from Vin, 1 from Ivar, 1 from Imp, 1 from Amble, 1 from... Actually, no, technically didn't leave Lorelei's range. Let's see. 24 hits for 16 slashing, very nice. 16 misses, 26 hits, and 15 misses, unfortunately. I'll do... you see, as one of the daggers was falling, Ivar actually grabs onto it and is going to make an attack. Let's see here.
Kill that head ass.
Natural 20. But it's only a regular damage roll. So it's 8 piercing. All that's good. Yeah, so 30-ish damage, halved. Okay, I got it. He's barely standing. He is on his last leg, as he's going to take his 3 attacks against Zephyr.
Oh my god.
Zeph gonna die.
First attack, 13. Misses. Slices down, and he manages to duck out of the way, barely able to do so. Next attack, 23. Hits. Let me look at Zephyr's sheet real quick.
Don't like this.
That does hit, and he can't really do anything about it. So it's another that's 13 damage to him. One more attack. 26. 17 damage to him. See, Zephyr is about looking as good as this dude in front of him is. He is not in a good way at all. Orin's turn. The roof is too tall to fly in.
Right, that's what I figured. So I think she's gonna move up and go for a stinger on that guy.
Go
'Cause
for
that
it.
is within 10 feet.
Yep. Orin leaps over the table and slams down on the ground and immediately whips out with the stinger. Go ahead and make an attack.
That advantage too, because
Not quite flanking, actually.
no.
Not quite.
But 19,
19.
still hits. How does Orin want to do this?
Just like in the back of the head, just like just shakes him, and then I guess pull him back off of Zephyr and just leave him on the ground, just dead.
So it hits the base of the neck and pierces through the front of the mouth, poking out.
Ugh!
As Orin lifts them off and basically throws them to the side as they slide back to the square they started at, leaving a streak of blood behind them as they go.
And I'm sure she's just growling too. And
Oh, they're back.
And at that, it's now Zephyr's turn, who's going to take a single step forward and say,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
"Yeah,
Not to interject. Does oh, never mind. I was gonna say Sanders' whole blood puppet thing, but magic's disabled right now.
No,
Correct.
magic's disabled. Or else I would have.
yep." Zephyr takes a step forward. Fuck this. And he's going to cast a spell on himself. As you see, most of his wounds begin to peel away and just patch over with skin as he casts heal on himself,
Nice.
regenerating 70 hit points.
Whoa.
As
Yes!
he goes from injured to barely a scratch.
You don't fuck around with heal. Yeah.
So we know the range, ish.
It's now this dude's turn, who's going to look towards his newly deceased friend and towards the now unscathed Zephyr, and is just going to turn towards the other two and almost shout something out in a language that you don't quite understand. But you see Miz look towards and just like point almost dismissively. But he's going to take a shot at... Can't get sneak attack on Zephyr, so he's going to shoot you, Vin.
Fucking asshole.
Let's see.
Virtually anything will hit me.
Yeah. There's a 13 hit?
Yes.
Alright.
Mm.
You take 8 piercing damage
Oh.
and 29 sneak damage.
Spicy.
Ow, that's direct. So how much altogether?
37.
Oh my fucking.
You see the bolt basically... It carves across your neck, but doesn't quite hit the jugular, but you still have a big gash on your neck right now. It doesn't pierce it, it just grazes it enough to leave a nasty cut.
Fuck! Yo!
You're bleeding heavily from the neck. Amble, it's your turn.
Is it safe to assume that a lightning bolt from the storm spear wouldn't work?
Safe to assume.
God damn it. Because I really wanted to fucking zap some bitches. Well, shit. Would it be an action to pick that fucking rod up?
To pick it up and throw it, yes.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna run up, basically giving those two a wide berth so they don't try to
Mhm.
get an attack on me.
Yep.
Pick that rod up and then yeets it out of the window.
Alright. You just throw it. Lands outside the window and is gone. As you see the daggers begin to vibrate before slowly lifting off the ground once again.
All right. Well, this is safe to assume I can fucking do this again. Action surge. I basically got the storm spear in hand, and I'm gonna point to the red hair.
Yeah.
Level 3, I would imagine, right? Just
Yes,
whatever.
it's third level. So you're shooting it like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just miss Miz. So you see, as you point the spear out, so what you do is you slam into the ground. As you do, you see this arc of lightning begin to course all the way up and down the spear. As you begin to spin it around almost like you would a quarterstaff. As you do, weaving this web of lightning that begins to trail behind the tip of the spear until you just basically brace your grip holding right at the edge. Most of the spear behind you as your fist is pressed up against the fangs, and you just point it, and in an instant, coursing through your arm, this bolt of lightning that just shoots forward and pierces straight through. They have to make a dex save. 11.
Yes! 25
Dang.
damage, straight up.
Yeah, so that is a good, solid hit. You see they immediately stagger back and press against the wall almost for a moment from the impact. And they just kind of look towards you with this angry expression.
Come fight me then!
Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Sick. Also, this dude's dead.
Actually, you know what? I would just move up here. That'd be it.
Okay. Avar's turn, who is going to walk over this dude's body,
Crunch.
step on his head to make sure that he's dead, and approach this dude, who... You know what, fuck it, I'll bring Avar's music back again.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah!
He leans forward. I really do not appreciate you fucking with my friends. As all 10 of these daggers begin to swirl around the air once again behind him, as all 10 of them will make an attack once more.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Miss, hit, hit. So 2 hits so far. 3, 4 hits total. Not nearly as brilliant of a barrage.
Still pretty cool.
How many did I say? Was it 4?
Yes.
4. Okay. Still does 32 damage. As you see, they're ready for it this time, so as they step back, they draw like a parrying dagger of their own, holding a crossbow in their other hand, and begin deflecting a few of them as they come. You see their smile is still wide, as they manage to deflect around half the blows, but still get hit by quite a few. Taking a meaty hit, the dude is looking quite bloodied. Not quite dead, though. Getting there. Imp, it's your turn.
Seeing that things have slightly gotten better, I'm gonna call out to Mias, be like, you said, with the full heal, or almost full heal on Zephyr, is he still poisoned?
I need to check. Does heal... I think heal cures poisons. This also ends blindness, deafness, any diseases afflicting the target. It's technically not any of those, so he's still poisoned.
But he does look better, so I am going to fast hands, whip out the vial of Orin Venom.
Okay.
And coat Aeon Storm in it.
Alright.
And then whip it at this one once again, the red-haired figure.
Alright, just so you know, this would not have sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. And remind me, is this the
This is when Orin was still baby, so
baby,
it's
so
2d6 poison.
2d6. Right. Go ahead, roll it.
Alrighty. Whip this. 16.
Unfortunately just misses.
Damn it.
So you
There
see
goes that.
the dagger, they manage to just sidestep out of the way as it impacts into the wall, as it evaporates into lightning and turns back. You see a faint bit of steam from where the blade was. The poison is no longer on the blade. And Aeon Storm returns to you. That was your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action, so yeah. I'm probably just gonna sort of get right here, interpose myself between her and Zephyr. And,
All right.
Yeah, that'll have my turn.
All right. Mias's turn. They're going to hop over Oren. Look towards the red-haired one. And what are they gonna do? Let's see.
What's she gonna do?
What's she gonna do? Blight.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
As you see, you turn back for a moment and you just see Mias's eyes go completely black as they cast Blight.
Oh god.
Fuck it, 5th level.
Oh no.
Con save on the archer. Okay, they rolled a natural 20, respect to that. But they still take 33 halved 16 necrotic damage. Not too shabby, either way. But that will be Mias's turn. Sanus.
Wunderbar. Let's see. Let me just read something real quick.
Alright.
Okay, that's the bonus action. Okay. Well, we'll make it somewhat simple and easy. He's going to walk around,
Mhm.
if that's at all fine
Yep.
and possible, and reactivate Crimson Right.
Oh, you note when the aura dropped, the Crimson Right reactivated on its own.
Oh, thank goodness. That's great. Wonderful. 2 attacks.
17, let me see, I think that just misses. Yeah, that just misses, unfortunately.
Shame.
That hits. How do you want to do this?
Well, he seems to be having quite a bit of a giggle, so how about cutting right across the top of the head so that the smile stays?
Oh my god!
Uh,
Yo!
You spend the first attack setting up, essentially, as you flourish and in a heavy swing, two-handed, carve horizontally. A difficult cut that impacts the temple and cuts cleanly through to the other temple. As he begins to collapse.
And hold on.
Yep, I was assuming so.
I was gonna say, let's have fun. Come on now. Fallen Puppet.
Of course.
And of course, this is single weapon attack.
So crossbow
so
works.
Crossbow works. So it is going to be crossbow to the red-haired one.
Alright. How wonderful. They have an ally within range.
Oh,
Sneak attack.
19 to hit. That hits. For 35 damage.
Well, shit!
You see, they weren't really expecting their friend to shoot them. So as you carve through the top of the dude's skull, you flourish the blade back and basically stab it into his back and turn him towards the red-haired archer. As you see them mimicking the actions of finishing, loading the bolt in, before raising it up, and they shoot, and it actually pierces into the throat. But they're still standing. They're not quite dead yet, but they're so goddamn injured. And they just immediately go wide-eyed looking towards you. As it's now Mrs. turn, who kind of looks towards you and gives you a knowing nod. Without even looking, flourishes their blade and carves into their arm with it as it immediately encases in ice as they slash out towards the red-haired archer. It's a 25 to hit.
kill him.
That's their first attack hits. And both hit. As one slash down across the chest, you see a visible look of confusion across them as the second strike, they just stab straight through the chest as that confusion drifts into hatred. They immediately wipe their blade clean of the blood and just turn towards you all.
Can I go ahead and point
Nervously.
my storm? Can I go ahead and point my storm spear to her and be like, "All right, you got some fucking explaining to do."
They immediately turn their head back just a bit. Just make out the corner of their eye looking towards you. That was not part of the deal. Last I checked.
True enough. Though, we'll call it free action if you wish to divulge any information. Though, Amble, let's put down the spear.
I'm really fighting back the urge to really attack, and I'll just and then I'll point it down and just step away. Just like, fine.
Alright. So it's done then. You see they, at that point, sheath their rapier and just take a step towards the window, leaning one hand against the wall. I wish you well in the fight.
Likewise, Miss. I do hope that you find what you're looking for, and hopefully at home.
You see a mention of her name, a small, amused smile crosses her face. Likewise, Samus. Cursed power. As she casts Dimension Door. And vanishes. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Should have fucking killed her! Ah! Damn it!
I mean, would not have done us any good.
I wasn't going to try to counterspell that. Can Dimension Door be counterspelled?
Yeah. It's a spell. You can see if you can see it being casted, you can counterspell it.
Nah.
It's too late for that anyway.
Samus has some answers for us.
Break time!
Break
More
time.
like
Yeah.
sometime.
Break time. I'll be right
Break
back.
time. Okay.
Same.
Alright. Then we resume. On the common area of the Endurance. Now a quite violent scene with shattered glass mixed in with sprays of blood.
Once everything's kind of settled down, I'm gonna kind of like look around and maybe like, hey, Mios, check out Zephyr, see if I'm sure he's got poisoned in some way, shape, or form. And Lorelei, you might want to check your workshop. I don't think this is a decoy, but considering they trashed your soldiers last time, I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking to check for anything new.
Well, I mean, considering that poison affected us on contact, I don't think anyone would be going in to try to steal anything until that's aired out.
Well, I don't fucking know. Tao, how high up, is the ground from, looking out the window, how high up is the ground from here?
I'd want to say about 15, 20 feet.
Could I parkour my way down to the ground level?
Sure. You do so without issue.
I'm going to see. I'm gonna grab that anti-magic thing.
It is still active.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just climb back onto the Endurance the normal way. Where is the entrance to this room?
I mean, if you're parkouring
top
out, you probably jumped out one of the windows.
Yeah.
You could pick either of the broken windows.
All right. I'm parkouring my way back in, but I'm gonna call out as and come back in. Bring that anti-magic thing in. Just be aware of it.
All right.
And I plop in. Walk up to Var and kind of hold it out to him. Be like, I don't know, you want to fucking
He
look into this?
gives it a look. Seems like it'll burn itself out.
Huh. Okay, good.
He kind of just tosses it to the other end of the room.
I definitely went over to Zephyr and kind of helped him over to the bench that was over here.
Yeah, he's struggling. He has 2 different poisons currently working at him, and he's just kind of sitting down now at this point.
Yeah, Vin probably would have joined them, to be honest.
Kind of heavy breathing going on. As I need to double check Mias's sheet. Do they have a spell that can help here? Probably.
Orin can't help. She's just going back to Pi.
Mias will cast Lesser Restoration at 3rd level on
knew it!
Zephyr.
She did have something nice.
Which will cure both poisons. So
Oh,
you
thank
see,
goodness.
they basically just place their hand on Zephyr's chest as this pulse of yellow warm light just enters in, and you immediately see color begin to return to him. You saw at points some of the veins that were visible were a lot darker than normal, immediately clear up. The boy was not doing well at all. And probably might not have made it if did not get help immediately.
Yeah, if you didn't cast that fucking heal, yeah, that would have been real spicy.
It's
Not
okay.
anyway.
We could have brought him back.
Oh my god.
He one hand points towards you, Sanders. Really would have preferred the alternative.
Well, yeah.
Thank you,
If
though.
we can avoid the whole revival thing, they're expensive.
I know
What
I
is-
can't do. I know I can't do much, but here's a couple berries, and I'm gonna, I guess, give him 4 good berries. And Vin, you got fucked up. I'm gonna give you the rest, the 6, I think.
He kind of hands the rest.
Rad.
Zephyr kind of hands the ones he has to Vin. I do not have an appetite, my friend.
She
All right,
fucking
well.
mows down on those 10.
He's also
Yeah.
at basically full HP because he cast heal and didn't
All
take
right,
any more attacks after that.
I just felt like it was the right thing to do.
That's
That's
okay.
Well, suppose we should report this to the High Council. Maybe in the
Yeah.
morning so we don't have guards swarming this place while we're trying to sleep.
Yeah, that might
Probably
be
a
pretty
good idea.
Alright.
Do you think
Well-
we should try to keep watch just in case if anything else goes on?
He looks towards the dead bodies. I don't think they'll be doing anything.
Sanus, that one that you did things to, it's not gonna come back, is it?
No. No, no. No,
See,
it should be fine.
see the top half of his head missing.
Wait, let me just check. Sort of leans down, pokes at the exposed brain a little.
Oh god!
Yeah, I think he's dead. We're good.
Yeah,
I throw up a little bit.
Vin's gonna just kind of move closer to you, Sans, to be like, so, troubled history with whoever that was?
Not that I know of. I literally met them yesterday. Well, yes, yesterday. After we attacked them.
I see.
And then again in an alleyway last night.
Weird.
Well, let's hope that doesn't bite us in the ass later.
Probably
I'm
not.
I'm
Hopefully.
gonna kind of give like Avar a little playful like light smack on the arm, be like, that was fucking cool.
It is a technique that I've utilized many times. And he looks towards you, Sanus. Even in Sivon. If they kept the records of that.
They never exactly kept records of the how, just the result.
Well, I suppose you now understand how that came to be.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense now.
I'm not even gonna ask. But that was
I
fucking
will
cool.
explain once this whole situation with the Frostbourne is blown over.
Noted. But still, holy shit. Okay. Well, crisis averted, I think. Shit.
3 fresh new bodies, how wonderful. We
Oh,
should probably
God.
put these somewhere.
We should probably burn them is what we should do.
We should check to see if they have anything before we do anything like that.
I like money.
No,
Them
we should
going
not.
through pockets.
We shouldn't burn them. That's not any way to do it. We need to have the bodies intact to present to the council, Lorelei says.
Well, I'm out of gentle repose, so you'll just have to stick them in a freezer.
It's alright if they rot. I couldn't care less,
Ooh.
personally.
Well, you
But
heard
the
that, Sandos.
evidence-
You can get that one out of your bag now.
Oh, true. He dumps a fresh-ish body on the floor in front of him.
Oh, we killed 4 of them. Look at that.
Yeah, we got the whole crew.
Technically, 4 did attack us.
This worked out better than expected.
So, are y'all looting the bodies, I assume?
Yes.
Of course.
Who do you think I am? Of course.
All right. These guys kind of had a good amount of stuff. Going through, let's start with the armor. The man with the great sword had a +1 breastplate.
Ooh.
Both the archer and the rogue had +1 studded leather armor.
Imp, you need it?
I already
has
have
it
+1
already.
studded. Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
y'all.
definitely need some, so I'm
Yep, that's
definitely gonna
y'all.
be taking it off that redhead.
And I think your armor is mundane as well, Sanus?
I believe so. Let me just check.
None of their weapons are magical,
It is.
but you do find a single vial of poison on the red-haired drow. A single intact vial, that is. Which, if anyone wants to keep it, you can put it in your inventory as Triss's toxin.
I would be a fan of that.
All right.
However, Cyanos, you can't, like, do your cloning spell shenanigan things with poison, can you?
I don't know. It really depends. I could certainly try to figure out how to make this poison, but there's no guarantees.
Make a history check, Lark.
Okay.
Sanus.
Normal?
Yeah.
Oh,
19?
crap.
16?
That
Still
was an
good.
advantage, yeah, 16.
You know, from what you do know about drow, they're very particular with their poisons, and it's kind of like a family secret of the entire process of how to do it. You might be able to determine what it's composed of. You wouldn't be able to get the process of making it.
So, I could certainly make up something that very superficially is passable as this poison, but it won't be this poison.
Noted. I'm gonna pocket it.
All right. To note what it does, it's a DC 16 con save. On a failed save, they are poisoned, and while poisoned, they cannot take reactions or concentrate on spells.
The poison itself doesn't do any damage, does it?
No. The target can repeat the save at the end of their turn after 3 consecutive failed saves. After the initial failure, the toxin sets in and lingers until cured via medicinal or arcane means.
Ooh, damn.
True.
I'm guessing one save will dispel the effect.
Yes. So if they fail 3 times after the initial failure, it's basically, hey, it's sticking with them until they get some restoration.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is basically all they have. You find climbing equipment on some of them, and we'll say across all the bodies, around 80 gold. They weren't really packing money. They would probably just steal what they needed.
Certainly makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and take that studded leather armor, though.
Go ahead, add that to your inventory. Actually, I
I'm
can
gonna-
tweak your sheet to make it work that way.
I'm divvying up the gold, but I'm gonna give my 20 to Miaz.
Ah, thanks. Appreciated that.
Consider it payment for, well, our childhood. And give her a little playful smack on the arm.
You don't have to pay me back for that, trust me.
Like we went through enough shit. I'd like to see you with some extra change.
Kidding me, I'm fucking loaded after the thing in Waterkeep.
So am I, fucker. I'm gonna like jingle my my coin purse a little bit because I'm setting on 3,500 fucking gold.
Also,
Toss a coin to your wizard.
also got it. Send his emblem. I marked the +1s on your sheet.
Yeah, I just saw that. Thank
Oh,
you.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
They both got 18. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Did we get 18? Mine's 17. I'll have to check.
Did it undo? He has 18. You have 17.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's got the more dex, right?
Yeah, he has 20 decks.
Dicks.
Yeah,
20
I only have
dex.
18. So.
Either way, what are y'all gonna be doing?
Fuck.
All right, time
Pile
for the orgy.
bodies in a corner.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh. Well,
said fuck.
we knew it would come to this.
Yeah, Sanders, you move. You're good at dealing with the dead types. You move them all over there.
The dead types.
The dead types.
The less alive types.
The living impaired.
Living challenged.
I feel like I'm gonna go back to the kitchen to go look at Orin, and the kitchen's just gonna be like cleared out. It's like, Orin! Oh my god! Why are
she's
you
just
so
lying-
hungry all the time?
She's lying on her
Orin.
back with a belly.
Orin, we have fresh meat. Oh wait, no, you can't have that. Never mind.
Yeah, she's not gonna have that fucking shit. Yeah, you tell him, Orin. Yeah.
You see, at this point, the little purple, the purple runes on the black iron rod just fizzle off and dissipate into nothing. As you see, that rod is now basically superheated in the spots where the runes were. You get the vibe that it is no longer functional.
Neat. I'm gonna go daintily pick it up from a non-superheated part and just toss it with the rest of the bodies.
As it lands on someone's face.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well.
Nah, not like they care.
Well, we should probably go report it.
In the morning after
In
we
the
sleep.
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
a little,
right.
It's a little late.
By the way, is your workshop still, poisony?
You see little faint trails of gas filtering in from underneath the door while I just kind of looking down at it. Seems that way. That's the wrong voice. Seems that way.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I know some wind spells that I can prepare in the morning to clear it out.
That'll be a morning thing.
That'll be a morning thing. Fuck.
Fuck.
And
Well, I think that went well.
it could have gone
Let's
a lot
go
worse.
to sleep.
I mean, if they didn't let us know, I'd probably be dead. In all honesty.
Yeah.
Probably.
A little bit, yeah.
So strange, though.
What's strange?
In what way?
Just still thinking about that one gal who got away.
Well, less got away and more.
More like strolled out.
Yeah, I still
Allowed
don't like
out.
that.
Now, Amble. If there's anything, you should at least always make sure that you honor your dealings.
What, with our fucking enemies?
Is it an enemy if she herself gave us the plans and how to stop them?
I still don't like this. It just doesn't feel right.
I mean, to be fair, good people come from shitty places and just get roped into the wrong shit, you know? I mean, they kind of look over at Avar and say it's like, according to them, Sivon doesn't sound like exactly the nicest place, and I'd like to think they're both pretty okay, even if one of them likes poking dead people. Could have just been bad luck and she wanted to get the hell out. Who knows?
I honestly don't care as long as Zephyr is alive. And those fuckers
Yeah.
are dead.
Yeah, let's
And it works.
keep it that way at least.
I'm going to go to bed.
Likewise.
And the council goes to bed.
Yeah, Vin isn't saying much. She's just kind of a little confused by it all, but she would make her way to her room.
I I feel like I'm gonna stay up a little later just to kind of keep watch a little bit because I still feel a little uneasy about everything, really.
All right. Time passes. Your watch goes uneventful as you inevitably pass out. As you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Neat.
Holds up camera.
What?
Memes, my friend. Memes.
What?
Don't worry about it. Morning comes.
Okay. In time, you all make your way to the common area of the Endurance, where you can see Zephyr is already awake and speaking with several of the town military, explaining everything that went down, the whole deal. You see the 3 bodies have been moved and laid out, and they currently have sheets over them. One of them with a noticeably lacking section of head. And before long, the day is yours. As you all taking a walk out on the town, about to descend to one of the lower levels of the city, you all see well off in the distance, miles and miles and miles away, right on the horizon, what looks like a dust cloud beginning to be kicked up.
From the north, I would imagine.
From the north, as the Frostbourne approach.
Oh,
this-
boy.
Is where we will pick up next session.
Oh, no.
Damn it!
The war comes.
Ah, shit.
All right.
Well,
Well, thanks.
I hate it. I hate it. Oh man.
Ah, no.
But I love it.
To note,
All right.
it is post-episode, but to note, when I say horizon, I mean like they're still days away. But you can see
we
them now.
can
Horizon.
see them.
Yeah, because you're on basically... You got to realize how high up you are.
Very tall.
Yes.
Yeah, like this whole area in front of Everstone is like fucking like a wasteland essentially. And
Yeah,
just
it's a bunch of plains,
Yeah.
and you're on the top
We can
of
see
a
very
mountain,
far.
essentially. Yes, you can see very far. So they are still several days away. But you can see them.
Heck.
No, I don't like
Still see
this.
them. Deer.
Anyway,
All right, then.
thank y'all for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Ba bo be bo ba da ba da ba 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 da be ba bo be.
Gas.